Did I say that? Yeah, I think I used the word terminator. We don't have any, including the one who pulled the trigger, who shot 3 times in what I am assuming had to be a crowded shopping store 2 days before Christmas. And y'all are displeased with them. Her dad said at a press conference, because with him he brought a skateboard that they had purchased for V to give to her for Christmas. I'm guessing maybe she liked skating. She was into skating, had mentioned skating to her parents, her family, or they wanted to surprise her with it. Her father said he had to take the skateboard to her grave so she could skate with the angels. I am Trailhand Bill. You know, I've been thinking about maybe changing the name of the channel from Damn Man. I probably won't. Reporting live from South Florida. If you're new here, this is part 2 of a video that I already covered about part 1. This is my partner, Valentina. I call her V. She's 14 years old. The cops murdered her in California, San Fernando Valley. If I pronounced that right, I'm mad as hell about that, man. But I've made a lot of people cry in my life too. So this is the part where I once again call myself righteousness. We're gonna jump right into the video. We're gonna do, if you've already seen part 1. I'm assuming maybe people will watch this video who didn't. You guys, I'll put that link in the description and or the pinned comment if you care to go see part 1. But I'll also go ahead and replay the video that we watched where the media platform is telling us what happened in this situation, man. Yeah.
And a 14-year-old bystander killed in the crossfire by an LAPD officer in North Hollywood. Tonight we learn what charges he will face. The news at 5 begins right now.
This is NBC4 News at 5.
That 14-year-old girl was inside a dressing room in a store when all of this happened. The California DOJ decided today the officer who shot her will not face charges. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Annabelle Sedano. Attorney General Rob Bonta announcing the findings of the investigation. NBC4's Bailey Miller joins us live from North Hollywood with reaction from the 14-year-old's family. Bailey.
Yeah, good evening to both of you. So this all happened, this accidental shooting happened back in 2021 here at the Burlington Coat Factory in North Hollywood. Now, I caught up with the family spokesperson of 14-year-old Valentina Oriana Peralta, and they say they are devastated that this officer responsible for killing their daughter will not face criminal charges. Now, this all happened and started when LAPD officers were attempting to capture a 24-year-old man armed with a metal bike lock who had attacked several people before running into the store. Valentina Oriana Peralta was inside a dressing room with her mom trying on clothes when a bullet fired by Officer William Jones hit the ground, ricocheted, and then went through the wall of the dressing room, killing her. According to Attorney General Rob Bonta's office, investigators concluded no charges will be brought against the officer as he did not intend to kill her. The family spokesperson says, though, this is not right.
This is a crushing and devastating response from the Attorney General. This voids all oversight, all accountability that needs to be had. This is a slap in their face. I think for what's already been a living nightmare, no family should have to go through this.
Now, a statement from Attorney General Rob Bonta says this case was a particularly challenging one to process as this involved the loss of 2 lives. Any loss of life is a tragedy, and my heart goes out to especially to the family of Valentina Oriana Peralta, who tragically lost her life and whose only involvement in this incident was by being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, the family's advocate says they are continuing their pursuit for justice. They have also filed a civil lawsuit against LAPD, and they are regrouping now to figure out what steps they can take next. Reporting live here in North Hollywood, I'm Bailey Miller. I'll send it back to you.
This is where it's going to get a little weird if you didn't see part 1, but it's just the rest of my opinion on the situation, my narration on the situation, so you can be satisfied with this. or you can go and see part 1. And if you're new here, the video is over, so there'll be nothing but me talking. If you are wanting to leave, that is perfectly fine as well. I am Trailhand Bill. Thank you for joining us. Her father said he had to take the skateboard to her grave so she could skate with the angels. The Attorney General said this officer had, it was either him or a law enforcement expert, I'm sorry if I'm wrong about which one. This officer had no way to know that his bullets would travel in whatever direction when they left his weapon. He had no way to know that there could be an innocent civilian in the path of his bullets once they left his AR-15. He had a reason to believe that his life and the lives of others were in imminent danger when he ran into that place and fired them shots. And that's why no charges were initially filed. I guess they did a later investigation or something, because all of this other news that I previously gave you that you can read for yourself, I think that came out around February 2022, maybe a year after the shooting. One tidbit that I liked about this story was the fact that I think they said George Floyd's mom, I can't remember the guy's name. Maybe his first or last name was Blake. Maybe Sonia Massey's or Sandra Blake. It was a few parents, man, who have been murdered. Their kids have been murdered by cops, and you guys can debate how you feel about that. I just said how I feel about it. But they came and they gathered with V's parents, her mother and her father and loved ones, and they did a march through Burlington Coat Factory. That warmed my heart because you can't imagine how weighty this situation must be for her family, and you know how I feel about investing in the humanity of our fellow humans. So I think we're supposed to come together and do stuff like that when we can. So I was loving that. I can't remember if this video mentioned that they're suing Burlington. Obviously, they're suing the cops, and they're suing a couple of other people, which obviously I think they should. The other thing about this story is this right here, and I found this so motherfucking insulting, man. I found it so insulting. I mean, I found this so disrespectful and insulting on so many levels. This guy's a coach. So some people ran up on him, I guess at one of his games, at one of the venues or something. I think he's like a coach for a middle school or high school football team. And they were calling him out and they were protesting him and everything. It's a video you can go and find. I may leave it in the description. I think it's on TYT Sports. I may leave the link in the description. So they catch him outside the venue while they're walking somewhere, and then they actually film him while he's on the field. And that's when I was just like, this is so disrespectful, man. Maybe I'll end here. Maybe I have more to say. But I watched those people as they accosted their coach, the murdering cop. He's also a football coach for people's kids in a school. The school hired him. Pretty sure he's not volunteering. He's decked out in full uniform, the same color as the uniform the kids wear and the other coaching staff have on. But they hired him to coach people's kids, and I watched these people catch him outside. And I was just thinking, fam, because I'm black as hell. And I've been talking about Valentina for a long time, man. She break my heart all the way into like a lot of different pieces. And then I thought like those families came and marched with Valentina's parents and loved ones through that store. Y'all got that same energy when it's not a Latino, when it's not a Hispanic person? Or does it only matter when it's a Hispanic person? Because I'm also pissed that school, knowing that he murdered a child, I'm guessing they're writing it off in their head like he's some good guy, like he didn't mean to do it. Everybody deserves forgiveness, which they do, but everybody also deserves justice. And you not only do not stand with this family, you hire this coward to be around other kids. Did you hear what his cohorts, his partners, his colleagues said about him? They said he ran into the situation with a high-powered automatic weapon and told them to get back and let him go in first with the rifle. After he ran around the corner and they were telling him to stop, it didn't require that at all. He murdered somebody's son, and by that murdered somebody's daughter. And now y'all side with this coward and y'all got him working at the school. Y'all just said fuck Valentina family, huh? I'm guessing in your mind that's not how you spell it out, but I don't know what else it is. And they're better than me because I don't know how they can trust anybody in their community. Because I guarantee you there's no parent who has a kid on that team or goes to that school will want the person who murdered their child now coaching the team. I could say, did it even cross y'all mind to like reach out to them and say, hey, we know what happened here and we're not being insensitive to your situation, and maybe just in compassion explain to them the decision you made? It's probably like, fuck it, right? That's how everybody feel. That's why I asked that question. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm black as hell and I cover stories no matter who they happen to. Do you feel like this no matter who it happens to, or only when it happens to your people? Because I just want to submit so we don't misunderstand each other. If you only care or feel like this when it happens to certain people, your people, whoever the hell, we're not the same type of people. I promise you. So eventually you're going to get mad at something I say and unsubscribe or unfollow, and I suggest you go ahead and do it now, because my heart beats for everybody. We're all humans. So no matter if you're the cop that's running into a situation, pulling the trigger on innocent kids when you shouldn't be, and even your partners are telling you not to, or you're the person that's protesting that cop, but you're only doing it because it happened to someone that fits your description and your demographic, we not the same people. You are a co-conspirator either way in my eyes. I want to be clear about that shit. I make videos no matter who the victim is. I'm on in real life no matter who. When you see me on these lives, I don't be knowing who I see cop cars and I be like, all right, my heart and spirit is telling me just to make sure everything is okay. I don't be knowing what the hell is going on or who is involved. 21 minutes, 22. What did I say, 4th or 5th time I recorded this video? And to be honest, I don't like this one either. I don't think I'm ever gonna like it because it's not something I should be talking about. And they're talking about he couldn't control where the bullet went when it left his gun, and he couldn't expect to. I don't think that's a lie. Hell, what can we expect of cops except murderous, violent terror? Everybody got a Valentina, man. Even if your Valentina is a Valentine because he's your son and not your daughter. I don't think you should wait until it knocks on your front door before you care as much as you could. These cowards are everywhere. All shapes and sizes.
And a 14-year-old bystander killed in the crossfire by an LAPD officer in North Hollywood. Tonight we learn what charges he will face. The news at 5 begins right now.
Your ass was posturing, shorty, because you the same voice that came back right after that intro segment and said he faces no charges. That's why I be telling y'all these ain't just videos for me. Like, they obviously are for this damn woman. They teased it and made it melodramatic as much as she could. Like, that baby ain't just die. Anybody heard me in the last video when I said, I wonder if this attorney general in California would say that those cops in Florida who died on the side of the road were in the wrong place at the wrong time? I think that was cowardly for you to say that about that baby, big dog. She was shopping with her mother, and she died in a dressing room, praying, terrified and praying. I feel like every day your trigger man cop ain't in jail, he in the wrong place at the wrong time. And every one of y'all who enabled him to. Y'all the reason he killed that baby. Just like y'all the reason he got away with it. Put a law in place so you can continue terrorizing Negroes legally. Should turn around and be the reason Negroes get away with murdering babies. I guess my last question is, would he still be walking the streets if Valentina was a... Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.